What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. 140-pound unified titleist Jose Ramirez will take on Victor Postol November 30th at the Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, it's going down that day. As you know, that's a stadium just got built this year. Nov.30th fought there on August 17th, the bantamweight champion. Top Rank will be looking to put that card on. So another good opponent as Jose Ramirez looks to stay busy. Fresh off a victory over Maurice Hooker in his own backyard in Dallas, Texas, in a fight of the year for 2019, at least fight of the year candidate for 2019. He was able to stop Maurice Hooker and get his belt. So he's looking to take on Victor Postol, a very credible opponent, a guy that only 2 losses was to Terrence Bud Crawford and Regis Prograis. So he's a good, credible opponent, very tall, out of that European style of fighting. You know, guys that like to fight, use that jab, use the 1-2, fight at a distance, and a very technical fighter. A guy that Jose Ramirez is going to be looking to get inside and to make it a dog type of fight and get inside and try to manhandle him and get inside and work to the body. Those are European guys usually have trouble with aggressive guys that go to the body. So that'll be part of the game plan for Jose Ramirez. As you look at Sergey Kovalev, he's out of that European school of boxing. He's a very guy that's very skilled, likes to fight at a distance, maintain distance when fighting, preferably in the middle of the ring. That's what Victor Postol will be looking to do versus Jose Ramirez. But Victor's probably a little bit more aggressive. He's a little bit more aggressive guy, so he will try to put Jose Ramirez on his back foot and try to back up a guy that usually wants to be aggressive and come forward and back his opponents up. So I think that'll be part of Victor's game plan, actually, to try to back up the guy that wants to back up him. So try to use his strength as a deterrent as far as use his strength against him. So that'll be very, very interesting fight, man. Very, very interesting. You know, he was looking at Jack Cottrell. I think he was a mandatory for the WBO, and Victor Postol was a mandatory for the WBC, but it was obvious that Victor Postol fight was more of a better name and a high profile fight that they could put on ESPN November 30th. So that'll be a good matchup, man. But that's what's looking to happen November 30th. Top Rank is really trying to put on some good cards, man. As they announced a couple of days ago, I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, they announced that Teofimo Lopez will be fighting Richard Comey, IBF champion, and they want to put that fight as a co-main event for Terrence Bud Crawford versus Aegis Kavalauskas, Madison Square Garden, December 14th, right after the Heisman Trophy ceremony. So that's what we got, man. Breaking news again: Jose Ramirez versus Victor Postol, November 30th, the Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles, California, a new stadium they just built, giving competition to Stub Hood right outside of California in Carson. So they got a new venue giving some competition, kind of like what's going on in New York with Madison Square Garden and Barclays. They're both competing, sometimes having fights on the same night. They're competing for the same boxing fan out there in New York, and the same thing with California. But I don't think they'll have a card on the same day in Carson. I wouldn't assume they would have, but they're both venues are putting on fights. It's just that Carson has got longer history. Bank Stadium seemed to be so far be a stadium that's going to be putting on a lot of top ranked fights. They might not deal with the PBC, as the PBC are staging their fights in California, in Carson and Staples Center in Los Angeles. So that's just what that's breaking news here. This is JB Sports. Subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.